Product placement. What exactly is that anyway? Basically, it is when forms of media and entertainment, such as movies, television, and video games, have either subtle or blatantly obvious placements of brands in the scene they're creating to advertise for companies represented by said branding. For decades now, the movie industry has been using it as a way to make more money for their movies by having other companies pay them to feature their logo or products in production. Have you ever noticed such placements in TV or movies? No, I haven't really noticed it that much. It's not that obvious, you know. Wow, new look, same great Pepsi taste. What were we talking about again? Anyways, product placement is beneficial to the companies showing off their brand because it gives them more exposure and makes people watching these TV shows and movies think about the product being advertised, sometimes without even realizing it. But in recent years, it's been getting very excessive, and up to the point where the product placements are distracting from the plot and other creative details of the movie or show. There have even been episodes of TV shows where the plot is centered on the products being advertised. It is definitely acceptable to have a little bit of product placement here and there, depending on the type of production that's being made. If it is a real life movie set in New York, for example, then it's fine to have some ads around because that's what New York City actually looks like. This is called using realism to make the movie look more realistic. Using product placement to create a sense of realism in a movie or show works because it adds to the plot instead of distracting from the main points. Not only are movies and TV shows selling out like this, it actually affects video games as well. There have been video games created for the sole purpose of advertising a product or brand, and most of the time they are terribly made and receive horrible reviews from critics. One of the most well-known examples of such a game is the game Pepsi Man. It was a very short and glitchy game, but even though it was an awful game, whether people played it or even just heard about it, it still accomplished Pepsi's ultimate goal, which was to get people to think about and purchase their products. Dude, isn't that crazy? What? Oh, sorry, dude. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Xbox right. We're really paying attention. So. Yeah. Okay, I was trying to teach you something, but did you at least get any food for us? Well, duh. At the Target, obviously I got some snacks. I got some Cheez-Its right here. Oh, sweet, dude. Can I have some? No, get your own box. Alright, well, back to the topic at hand, I guess. With all this excessive product placement happening, these forms of entertainment are starting to become less about creating something for the people and more about making money for their own companies. The producers for movies and TV shows do not have to be as creative anymore because the advertisements and products have started to become part of the script as well. They probably think, why should they have to think of good dialogue when you can just have someone rave about their new iPad they just got for a full scene? Or talk about how the cashier at Starbucks spelled their name wrong for the 100th time. Having it in the background is okay, but creating plots centered around advertisements just makes it seem like some people working in the entertainment industry just don't care about good content anymore. Do you understand product placement a little better? Oh, sorry. Were you still talking? I was listening to some music on my new Beats headphones. What was the point of this conversation again? You can leave now. Alright, fine, I will. I'm a Burger King